You're probably familiar with Roblox and the millions of games on the platform, ranging from various genres, but there is one genre that has been taking the community by storm recently and has got to be the worst thing to ever exist on this platform. I'm of course talking about RNG games, those overly popular games where you mindlessly press a button on your screen, trying to get a slight dopamine rush of obtaining a rare item, which is just another form of this generation's brain rot. So today, I'll be taking a look at these games to see how bad they really are. But before we do, please consider subscribing. I'm uploading a new video every week for the entirety of the year, so support would really be appreciated. Now, let's start with the biggest of them all, Souls RNG. This game is literally so big, it surpassed Pet Simulator, one of the biggest games that promotes gambling to young children. Now, on the bright side, at least they're not spending money to achieve these very rare auras, but just auto-clicking a small button. But that does not make it better though, because it still promotes the act of gambling, regardless if it's paid or not. Upon joining the game, I'm immediately greeted by the very simple UI choice and immense lag from the people with special auras. But to be fair, I have a pretty bad laptop to begin with. Speaking of immense lag from players... What the actual fuck? I knew this game was bad to these kids, but not this bad. Like, how do you even obtain this? Either way, I made a private server to explore the game in peace, and this lobby just looks extremely lazy. There really wasn't much to explore, and it was only about pressing the roll button to see random strings of text pop up on your screen, where every 10 rolls you'd get a so-called breakthrough, also known as pity luck, and get a higher chance at getting an aura. Upon my second roll though, I managed to get a 1 in 512 chance aura? What? Can someone please tell me if this is rare in the comments or straight up just beginner luck? Because that's just wild to me. Oh, and for the cherry on top, Soul wasn't even the one that created the game. It was this dude right here. He did like everything while Soul just did visuals? So yeah, I had already seen enough, so I just headed into the next RNG game on the list, Anime RNG. This game had a slightly better lobby, but that still didn't change the fact on what this game was really about. The auras you get here are apparently based on certain animes. You can also use things to craft better things, and yeah, this is just way too complicated for an RNG game. Most people just leave auto roll on and AFK all day in hopes of getting a worthless string above your name. Next we have player RNG. Now this game is still a bit better than all the other RNGs because it's regional at least, but it's still bad, and that's saying a lot about this genre. Upon joining, you're greeted with the crossroads map and the same usual buttons. What makes this a little better is there's like a billion things to roll and different users to encounter. I even tried looking myself up, and you know what? I'll take it. Next, I visited Aura RNG. Wow, these names are really getting creative now. There wasn't really much of a difference between this game and Souls RNG, other than like a fishing mechanic and a crap ton of pay to win. Like, you can spend like 10 bucks for a title and effect around your Roblox character and nothing else. And also, I have no idea what's happening, but I got like a 1 in 64 aura again on the second try. Like, I'm genuinely starting to believe these games are just faking rolls at this point. And these just keep going too. There's like a whole page of these games with little to no creativity or effort put into it. Like, there's this game called Studs RNG for no reason. Like, I don't see any studs. I only see an island stranded in the middle of nowhere, and with way too many similarities to Souls RNG. The funniest thing about this is the description of the welcome badge literally asking you to leave. Like, they know what these players are getting themselves into, but they still just decide to make these games. It's all just complete nonsense. There are also several fan-made auras added to the game with unnecessary descriptions to them. One, for example, was in binary code, and when translated it reads, "You have yet to know the capabilities." My guy, it's really not that deep. Next, I moved on to Hades RNG, which is not only an RNG game, but also a fighting game. So yeah, I of course had to check it out. And upon joining, I was greeted with a New York City looking map and same RNG mechanics, but despite that, I gotta say, these ads were stupidly hilarious. Netflix? Nah, we got Catflix. Looking for a refreshing drink? Try out Water Doge Soda. The newest phone, perhaps? Then get the Gua Gua S24 Ultra. Apparently Guagua is this fat cat that also offers upgrades or something. But I was still in search for the fighting aspect, so I decided to join a public lobby. And on the way, I came across a guy who had a 1 in 3.5 million chance. Like, these people genuinely need to touch grass, bro. This is getting out of hand. Anyway, I looked around the entire map, but ended up finding nothing, so I decided to just leave it at that. And I think that's enough RNG brain rot for today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like, sub, do the usual stuff if you want. And let me know what you think of the new RNG genre. I still think it's terrible, but I'd love to hear what you think. With that being said, I'll see you all next week.